Okay, we are so close to the holiday, I can actually see it on my calendar, but am I ready to not be in debt? And I'm happy to bring in this gentleman right here. Michael, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
Well, I'm a little nervous because this year has been very, how can we say? It's just been that year. So, it's been a year for money up and down, different things. But with the holiday coming, you're going to teach us how to make sure we're not going into the new year in debt, which is so important. But first, let's talk about your company, because this is very important to a lot of people about these type of companies to help you stay on financial track.
Yep. Yeah. So I'm at Wild Wealth, completely independent, a family office. We have a location in Tucson, Scottsdale, Tempe, Glendale, and Payson. So we have everything from financial planning and advice to an in-house estate planning attorney, CPA, mortgage realtor, in addition to college planning, somebody that specializes in that for some of our clients' kids.
Yeah, you know, I didn't realize how important it is to have a one-stop shop like yours for everything you're doing, especially if you have young kids as we move forward with mother and dad and going forward. So right now, you are so important to a lot of people, which is great. And I got to say, I'm glad you're here with me, because let's talk savings so I don't go into debt in 2021. What are some of the things we could talk about here?
Perfect. Yeah. The holiday season coming up. Everybody's got to save. I know it's coming up quicker than most people were anticipating, especially with all the stay-at-home stuff going on this year and the craziness. But yeah, just putting together budgets, things of that nature for holiday shopping, making sure that we're not over splurging and racking up those bills and those interest rates on those credit cards, but making sure we're planning accordingly to have a good holiday season for everybody.
Yeah, and one way planning is to pretty much sit down and make a budget. Am I right?
Yep, correct. So, I mean, what I've seen a lot of clients be able to do this year is, with the interest rate environment, be able to refinance houses. That helps the budget go up a little bit when it comes to the holiday savings. So a lot of people are seeing quite a bit of savings on their monthly mortgage statement, which you can allocate towards the holiday savings, and that'll give you a good juice right there to get a little bit of a budget planned ahead of time.
Yeah, okay. I know we talked before you came on. I asked you about finding a loan to take care of all my bills before I go into 2021, because I have some sitting in different areas. And I like what you said. You said shop around, right?
Yeah, shop around. So, I mean, I just recently had a loan for personal needs, and usually would go to my credit union for something like that in the past. And my big bank ended up beating it, which was a rarity for my particular situation with what I was doing. But shopping around just took a couple phone calls and ended up in a pretty low interest rate from a bigger bank than my credit union, which is, I guess, a little odd sometimes. So shop around. There's some good rates out there, especially with the environment we're in. So I would definitely say shop around, find the best rate, and see what's feasible for you.
Okay, so my kids have all the toys, all the products and everything like that you can find around. But one thing I thought about I'd do this year, and that is maybe start an estate plan or start their financial goals so they can be set as they get older, especially when you go there. And is that smart to do?
Yeah, I mean, the earlier you start, the better. It's crazy how compound interest works. And when it comes to estate planning, far too many people don't have one. And you never know when something's going to happen. It's vitally important to your financial situation. And then just getting kids started with savings, whether it be for college, whether it be for just life, it's never too early to get going on that, especially when you can see the benefits years and years after you do it.
So yeah, it's kind of interesting. When I was talking to somebody about wanting to do this, they're like, are you dying? I'm like, no. Why do people think when you plan an estate that you're dying or something like that? Why?
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, people look at me like I'm crazy. I'm not married. I don't have kids. I have $1 million of life insurance just because I want to get ahead of it. I know that it's something that's going to be needed. I'm healthy. I'm young. The estate planning stuff, I mean, it's never too early to have something, just so you know exactly what's going to happen. And it gives you the comfort of knowing when something does happen, because it's not a matter of if, it's when, that everything's going to be taken care of by the planning you did years or months and years beforehand.
Yeah. Okay. Give me one quick tip on something I can do right now to save or to get ready for the holiday and saving.
I would say the number one thing is to look at your credit cards. Look at the interest rate you have on them. If you pay them off every month, great. But if you're somebody that can't always make that happen every single month, look and see if there's other cards out there that you can roll those balances into that have a lower interest rate that will help you be able to minimize some of the interest that you're being charged, but still be able to have the flexibility of utilizing the card without having it pile into months and months and months of payments.
I like that.
That's
All right, Michael, how can people find out more?
Go to wildwealth.com. You can check us out there. You can see all about our services, everything that we offer, and then our locations. That's the best way to do it. You can also follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
Oh, perfect. Michael, thanks for joining me. Thanks for the money tips. I know I'm going to be a millionaire going in 2021.
Perfect. All right. Have a good holiday, and thank you for having me.
Thanks.